When Bentley returned to the hideout, he crawled into his shell.
Oh, I have no words for the betrayal I feel right now.
Our friendship and trust, but she betrayed Bentley's heart. I knew he blamed himself for the whole predicament, but it wasn't his fault.
Again, not even Kevin Miller agreed with this decision in retrospect.
Everyone took turns.
Really?
Are you okay in there?
Yeah, no.
In the end,
I'll throw him
it
if I
seemed
need
Bentley
to.
would have to come back to us on
You
his
know that
own.
doesn't work, Murray.
Unfortunately, we couldn't wait around.
And yeah, no, I'll find you the clip later, Jordy. But basically, Kevin Miller, the voice of Sly, is actually has actually been very supportive.
Aww.
He's actually been very supportive of the Sly Cooper speedrunning community, like checking in on them, you know, participating in calls and live streams and stuff like that. And it was at one of the Games Done Quicks where he did just straight up at one point go on the record saying that, listen, I do still agree that what they did with Penelope just seems so ill-timed and unfortunately not very well justified after the fact.
Right, it's like, again, there was absolutely nothing in Sly 3 that implied she had any beef with Sly and the gang.
And before they're like, oh, but how could we explain the Paradox had his own time machine? You know kidnapping's a thing, right?
Exactly, like, it could have been that simple as that.
They kidnapped her, took the plans, she's been held hostage.
Or you know
and then
what?
there's
You
some
know
other
what?
villain.
A thought occurred to me all of a sudden. There is a villain will be coming up in the next chapter that would actually perfectly justify why she's suddenly working for the Paradox.
Oh my god, you're right.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
We did. Man, it's so weird when they
That
have a
would have
problem
been
with
better.
already introduced the perfect solution. Yeah. That'll stay tuned for the next chapter, but yeah. So, without Bentley, the Coopers plus Murray, and I guess Carmine,
Hi, I'm the
are
Murray.
putting their head. Hi, I'm a pilot.
Last
put their
name,
he-
the Murray.
Whee, there he is again.
Aw. Even Clockwork's like, even
That was cold, bro.
That was
like-
I'm literally a being fueled by hatred, and even I felt that was a little cringe.
That was a little petty.
Wait, hang on, let me try this. Okay.
I did not like that at all. It fuels me with more hatred than ever.
I'm just saying,
Good.
Bentley.
Chase her family line down. I don't care.
I'm just saying, Bentley. I think you can do much better than her.
Bro to bro, let us talk things out.
Who are you?
You know,
I'm your nightmare.
Sorry, you got me. You just got me thinking now of Bentley. Hi.
What?
He's in the chair. I can't. For some reason, my head just put to bed. Where the hell is my mind today? Hit that firebulb.
Now you know how I feel.
Is that like? I just know you just can remind me of that animation. Like, you know, we're not too unlike you and I. You know, like, you know, you had no. You know, your parents died, and my parents, well, my mom
and my mother and my father said it's tradition in our species.
So, you know.
Yeah, so why don't we grab lunch? I mean, you're an attractive female. I'm an attractive.
I'm an attractive. That's it.
Anyway.
Anyways, that's right. That was the line. I was like, man. And I guess quickly on that point, the fact that Dread did so well, I am very excited for A, to see where Metro Prime 4 is going, and
Same.
B, what else they do with Mercury with Mercury Steam, because I think that I'm hoping that Nintendo realize, yeah, they have something good here. Hang on to Mercury Steam. They do good. They do good Metroid stuff.
They do good when given the chance to do good.
Hi, Jess.
Hey, Jess.
Definitely
Jess,
not
hi
a
now.
voice I would. Definitely not a voice I would expect out of Sly Cooper, but all the more welcome.
No, I said Jess.
It's either that, or it's either that, or you get Richard Horvitz and Ratchet and Clank all the time.
So how is it for making bombs?
Get us some firebulbs and it's bang zoom combustion.
Backing up, that's something that you immediately say, sorry about that, Governor, gotta put you on a list and you're officially banned from all tournaments, when the first thing you say is, hey, how is it for making
Murray.
bombs?
Yeah, some of the targets are Murray, and you can definitely tell they used a prototype design for Murray when they considered giving him pants.
Pants? And look how big his honker of a nose is now. Yeah.
Dang.
Oh yeah.
And I mean, it's already fairly big in this game compared to the others, but like, good lord.
Does it? Come on.
I'm here against my will.
See, now you remind me of the freaking Timon and Pumbaa jungle games.
Oh yeah, that was a thing, wasn't it?
Somebody help me out here. These pants are starting to chafe.
I believe
Is
you
that the
are a
design?
mere
Isn't that kind of like the
idol.
design they
Now,
gave?
let's
Yeah, that was
see
kind of like the design they. No.
That they almost
That's
have for
like
the
kinda
movie,
design
yeah.
they gave for the movie. Yeah.
It looks similar enough.
Wicked
And yeah,
shot,
again, I don't know if we
geezer.
already talked about it, but as far as we know, the last thing we had heard was back in 2019. They had plans to make a TV show, and it just kind of didn't really go anywhere from there.
You're a
Yeah,
natural, you
just-
are.
People are wondering that same with Uncharted, if the show is just gonna get like
Well, that is
traded
how you
around
do
a
it,
bit.
me
And
son.
again, I don't know.
Good shot,
I
lad.
know that they can make good animated like shows and content. They just have to
that's it,
really try for it. There we go. They just have to just get a good budget behind it, I guess.
There you go. One magic powder.
Magic exists, but we already knew that because I guess Miss Ruby was.
Yeah, I was about to say
"Eh,
Miss Ruby. I mean, Clockwork
Yeah.
may as well. All the shit with Clockwork may as well be magic at the end of the day.
And also Prague.
Yeah, that's fair.
Right.
Sure.
Also Prague.
Oh yeah. Man, my God! Freaking another thing that, Jordy, that happened. That where a woman like married an old man, and then killed him for the inheritance for just
All right,
getting
troops, listen up.
all of this series. Oh, hey,
Bentley
thanks,
is
Carmelita.
still
Yep, she'll be
unavailable.
taking over for this
We gotta
one.
come up with a plan.
All right,
I'm
what's the
calling this
plan?
meeting for him.
Hey, Carmelita.
Quiet, Ringtail. We don't have time for your smart remarks. We've got to hit Penelope before she can finish whatever it is she's trying to finish.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was going to ask.
Look, it's pretty simple. We need to get into that castle. We've got the explosives.
I was going to bring that up, too.
Not another word, Sly.
Your speech does nothing to lift our spirits.
I'm trying to figure out what.
Garrett,
Why am I the
do you
one
think we
carrying
can
the
plant our
bomb?
explosives on the bridge controls?
Sounds! This plan rings true!
Okay, everyone get ready to move out. After that bridge comes down, we'll have to get in there fast.
Sorry, I missed the part about what we do when we get inside.
We'll have to improvise.
Yeah, that's
Sounds
the
good
problem.
to
At this
me.
point, all our plan is just how do we even get started?
Yeah. Like Bentley was primarily the one doing all the briefings for us, and obviously it was all straight to the tail. Also, the one time where one of the Slide gang actually shows they can swim. Precious.
The only, and it's only for the sequence, was just suddenly out of nowhere, is because his ears as well.
Thank you, Murray.
Cute detail. Just out of nowhere, just Splinter Cell Murray.
Yeah. I think that is a
Gallus,
question
do
that you-
not.
Oh boy.
Thanks.
Why, thank you, Gallus. I've been looking all over for that.
Just
Well,
at
that's
some
another
point,
one.
we gotta just tell these
His
people,
fucking
hey,
face.
yeah,
Dude.
and he's down for the count. Just, I don't know. At some point, we just gotta. Oh god. At some point, we just gotta like tell them, hey, like, this exact same thing has happened every single time. Don't run in on your own. Buddy up. Murray, grab him and hold him and keep the cane in hand.
Exactly. It's not that hard, and
Hey.
oh fuck right off.
Also, what I was about to say is, like that Splinter Cell deep dive outfit Murray had. I think I don't know which store had it, but I think that is also like a pre-order that you can get to play it with.
If not that, isn't that? Well, hold on. Isn't that technically the ultimate Murray skin you can unlock through the masks?
Yes.
I hope you're laser proof.
Oh boy.
Wow.
Yeah, this is what we need to do. We need to get on top of these areas right away, and we gotta shoot a laser through the holes at at its arm joint.
I'm sorry. Shoot a laser. I mean,
Shoot
this
an
is-
arrow through the laser.
Thank you. Right in the elbow.
I can just, and then we can whack it and hopefully dislodge this. Oh, or shoot things. I'm pretty sure your cane would have worked better, but anyway, use that and hopefully we can damage and remove this freaking like overlord thing. Not a bad mech design, we'll say. It looks pretty cool.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Yeah. I like it.
Well,
You haven't won yet, Cooper.
random thought. What if there was ever at some point a twist where Cooper actually was the villain? Like maybe like if it was like some like disgruntled or like disgraced like Cooper from past life, and like they were working with the Paradox, so they actually were totally fine with screwing things over and changing things up.
Yeah,
That
would be
would have
interesting.
been interesting, not gonna lie.
Like maybe there was a member of the Cooper line that had a twin.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
there's the bomb.
Ooh.
And granted, this wouldn't be like he'd be a villain the whole time. Perhaps Sly would do his usual like, hey, no, convince him to go back to the ways of good or whatever. But
Looks like I gotta take those arms out again.
yeah, do it one more
Man.
time, Peach.
What if it was a Bob's brother?
I was the greatest. Whoa!
Damn.
Don't ask me how that makes sense.
woe in existence.
Until he outwoed me. And I was only left with my woes and tears. Oh.
The greatest
Whoa.
woe to ever exist.
I'll never forget that day when I lost. He looked me in the eye and said,
It has haunted me. That horrible visage has haunted my nightmares ever since.
You find it funny how
Oh God.
phasing through those force fields doesn't cut the rope, but the
Yeah.
green lasers from earlier is enough to snap them.
I don't know. It's impressive. It's visual. Focus on that. Besides, fun fact, this isn't even the boss yet. This is just the preliminary warm-up.
Right. The real
Next
phase
boss
is
fight.
coming up, just as soon as we pierce through the heart.
And there we go. Overlord is done. You really should have seen this coming, Penelope. It's almost like you worked with us for...
Oh,
It's almost like you worked with us for like a solid 2 years
my
of your life.
leg.
Oh, that
Lord, that's
is
gotta sting.
unequivocally broken,
You have
Sly.
any idea what that suit was worth? It was one of a kind.
You cost me too much already, Cooper. It's time to pay the fiddler.
That's enough, Penelope.
Dun dun dun.
You heard me.
I found this in a trash bin.
Your suit, is that my moat monster?
Oh,
Right.
actually, he rebuilt it from the
Hydra.
monster.
Anyway, the design was adequate. I made some adjustments.
so yeah, I got over it.
Prototype, anyway.
Why'd you do it, Penelope?
We could have been rich and been good guys, you dummy. We had a whole Cooper vault.
Of course.
Because good guys are overrated. You know how much media loves
Not going
evil
to be one
people.
of the bad guys, Penelope.
Did you see the
Bad
box
guys,
office
the
records
kind
of
money,
Joker?
Bentley, seeing as how
In
you
a
went
single
for
weekend,
me.
Bentley.
But you know the most valuable thing Sly
Bitch,
ever
you were
stole?
working with Sly during that whole
Together,
thing
You
back.
crushed on him so hard.
Yeah, really.
And after honor for chump change. When are you
It's
What
like-
do you mean chump change? Pull up the visual of what's inside the Cooper vault real quick.
Actually, that's another thing. Like, I don't think they ever established what they did with all that loot in the Cooper Vault.
And I thought you were
All
smart.
that did was, what I recall is that Bentley built his own like hyper high tech vault, I guess, at his hideout. Like
He owns you now.
in the end credits of Sly 3, like he mentioned that, or he had like a massive vault that now had him and Murray and Sly both on the door.
Nobody.
Yeah, well, wasn't that just for?
Bad, I can't
I could be
say
wrong, but
the
wasn't
same
that just for
you.
the sake of holding the Thieves
Sorry,
raccoonus
Bentley,
more so than
but
anything?
I guess it's
No,
time
no,
to
I don't.
make this
I don't.
breakup
I'll have to check, maybe.
Penelope.
I thought it was in separate.
But either
thing
way,
he
like,
made
they
that
definitely had
helmet.
access to all the Cooper.
Oh, I think
By the way,
we
they
do.
still had access to
It's
all the
time to
funds.
cut some strings for
Fair,
good.
but regardless, now it's time for a good old round of sock 'em boppers with our ex.
Come on.
I slightly.
It's just like,
I don't know if that was just me, but I slightly saw that cut there.
Authority.
yeah, it took me this took me a bit to learn because as you're noticing, you have
That's
some
fair.
cool moves, but her damage output is far greater than mine. So
Yep.
definitely don't go full aggro like me. Play defensively, wait for openings, usually after her combos to try and counter with your own.
Bentley.
I mean, I mean, you were essentially just recycling some parts just to make this ramshack of a
Yeah.
Goliath.
Yeah.
Your gearing ratios are ridiculous.
Oop.
Got
You
that.
should have stayed in your shell.
And there is some, admittedly, some humorous like banter between the two of them, but just
Bentley.
now I am curious like what her voice actors even felt about this change.
Yeah,
I
I'm sure
can't
even
remember
she
what
felt
said.
something felt off about the way she was written here compared to Sly 3. Then again, it was like, what, a 6 or 7 year difference, so maybe she forgot it all.
Could be. And
Maybe.
oh, not yet.
Well,
One
Oh,
more.
that's
So-
good now.
And of course, time to button mash.
Sorry.
There you go.
And thus the Black Knight has become a dud on the floor.
You should not be able to use. You should not be able to use that leg right now.
No, Sly.
Now you know how I feel, Sly.
I'm sorry I wasn't there to help you.
I'm sure it'll get better though.
It's okay.
yeah.
She fooled
I'm
us
sure.
all.
Don't worry, Sly. You won't feel anything. Trust me, I don't feel anything down here.
Not being there.
And I'm still doing okay.
My true friends.
And look at me.
That won't happen again.
Hey, guys!
Yeah.
Do some help over here.
Don't forget about them.
Sounds like they need
Murray,
some
you
help
don't
getting
need
out
the
of
night vision goggles anymore.
Is
that why I can't see a
I know this one guy, but he's
I mean, it's not even nighttime out. It's not even nighttime out, Bentley. It's like at worst very late evening.
Good to have you back, Bentley.
Yeah, the moon is always so bright, and yeah, sorry, Penelope. You are unfortunately a lost cause that this series will promptly give up on. Way to go.
We contacted Dimitri, who started in about sandstorms and camel spit.
Gross.
What?
Well, we finally deciphered enough to realize it was my ancestor Salim Al-Kupar who was in trouble now.
Hey!
I see
We
you slim
need to
down
get to
between
ancient
games.
Arabia on the
A
dot.
lot. Still looks pretty
This time,
decent
Carmelita
for his
provided the
for he
solution.
looks like he still aged
Before
well,
the
and
paradox
oh
grabbed her
hey.
back at the museum,
How-
she managed to
again,
pocket a
what
gold
dumb
piece
luck.
as evidence.
Thank
And
you.
our luck held, as it turned out the antique gold
Yeah,
piece
but
was
that
exactly
we
what
can
we
now
needed.
head back to the old Arabian Nights, actually, with the 40 Thieves.
Everyone was keeping an eye
And
on her.
now they're shamelessly
He
calling
downplayed
back
his
to that
heroics
one
and
bit of
refused to
character
acknowledge that he
development
saved
Bentley
us
had
all.
in Slide 2.
I sensed a new confidence in him.
Yeah, like he always had that new
Yes,
confidence.
it
Like
come
you,
from
the
finally
thing that he went
confronting
through in
his
Slide 2 is a
personal demons.
I mean, I'll be real.
work.
I mean, I'll be real. This is a really epic sequence, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't feel earned after what happened.
Stronger than ever.
Oh my
I
god!
was sure about
Whoa.
Jesus
you.
Christ,
Couldn't be more proud
Bentley!
of Bentley.
You ripped them in
And you
shreds.
gave me every ounce of
Yeah, I
you
am pretty awesome,
I'm always a
aren't I?
badass.
So I've been meaning to talk to you. What do you think about a lawnmower blade on each of these wheelchair blades? You think that will pull off well?
One project at a time, Bentley.
That's probably good.
All right. On that
Oh my
note,
god.
with that whole dumpster fire in England out of the way, we will see you all next time for our final sequence. One of our final sequences for the game, Straight Down in Arabia.
Yay! To go back to the time of the 40 Thieves. No Robin Williams.
Oh, think about it this way: we might actually get to have the help of all those 40 thieves.
Oh my gosh, the Armada! Alright, stay tuned, guys.
Yeah, we'll see you all next time.
Goodbye. Hey, ladies, I'm on the market again.